L Boogie Reacts in the building. We should be live, people. We definitely should be live. It's been a while. It's been a while, people. Shout out to y'all, man. I really appreciate everyone who has continued to support the channel. Yeah, man. We got the Shopify up and running. Please, please, please go check out lboogiereacts.com if you haven't already. So we got the store up and running. We will continue to work on everything to make sure that it's solidified. Other than that, it's rolling. We got the memberships popping. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Share the content, and then of course turn your notification bell on. Does racism still exist? Does racism still exist, people? That's the question today, adding to the fact that we do have a guest on the panel. And then on top of that, we're going to also talk about a few things that's been going on in the media lately. So stay tuned, people. We finna get into it. But once again, hit up the L Boogie Reacts channel. And, that's it. Now, let's see here. So we're going to introduce Mr. Snap Juice. Let's see here. Snap Juice. We're going to bring you up. Snap Juice, how you doing, brother?
What's going on, brother? What's going on, brother? How you?
Doing good, bro. Appreciate you tuning in and also, hosting this live with me as well. Really do appreciate that, brother.
Thanks for having me pull up, brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So this video we got right here, I believe we were shortly speaking about it, but this one says, do they really expect you to believe this? This is Steven Crowder's video, and this is in regards to the No Kings. Now, I'm not aware of what's going on, but you said that there was a gigantic rally that was being held in regards to this matter, correct?
Fast. If I'm not mistaken, the rallies were all over the country in different places.
Word. Okay, bet. Yeah, see, I'm this is my type of subjects, people. The people that's gonna step in and see what we got going on. This my kind of work, right? This my kind of topic. We got Midi Channel in the building, Javon Watts, Sheriff Clara. How you doing, Sheriff Clara? Appreciate you pulling up alongside Javon Watts and Midi Channel. Yeah, man. Yeah, Midi. We definitely live. We talking that talk. We just got started, but we're gonna go over this video right here to see what Steven Crowder's talking about. Now, I'm gonna fill you in on this too, Snap. So, somebody left a comment in one of my videos, and they said that I wasn't really talking about, or I wasn't able to specify black fatigue in regards to this guy Steven Crowder. So that's just to bring you up to speed about me reacting to his video. But on top of that, this guy basically had a conversation recently about black fatigue. I tuned into it, and now I'm seeing this video. He has 5.8 million subscribers, so he's pretty popular, of course. And we're gonna go from there. But as far as I'm addressing the guy basically like, hey man, I understand what black fatigue is. We hear people talk all the time about being, we're black men, of course, obviously. People definitely have their shares of what they're tired of when it comes to black people, but they never want to address the fact that black people have been oppressed in America. They want to skip over that part, right? They want to skip over all of the things that make us who we are today, the reason that our communities are shaped in the manner that they are now. Would you agree with that, Mr. Snap Juice?
Of course, most definitely. Everybody got something to say. Everybody's watching, so yes, most definitely I agree.
Most definitely. So yeah, let's get into this. Let's see what this is all about. Fair use is for entertainment and educational purposes only. And yeah, let's go.
People across the country marching as we speak against the policies of President Trump.
There is some fake news going on. And I want you guys to know this because I see a lot of people sharing this, including senators. And that brings us to the No Kings debate. This was happening this weekend. No Kings.
Part two.
Just to be clear, I'm anti-king.
Well, Tulsa King.
Well,
it's a decent show.
Hey, he's a decent king.
I like Tulsa King.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, and Burger King's also all right.
Not anymore, but
exceptions don't disprove the rule.
Okay, sorry.
Yes.
Sorry.
So
corny jokes. Let's keep going.
Well, as a general rule, I'm anti-king. So you'd think I'd be thrilled the No Kings protest. But here's the thing. Then I found out it was like the implication was that we have kings here. We have a king in the United States. And I'll just sort of give you 3 reasons as to why that is impossible, but then we'll get through it. Number one.
Russell Red in the building, he said, ain't no such thing as black fatigue. It should be leave black people alone. Leave them alone, people. Leave them alone.
Stop paying attention.
CP3 in the building. You said what now, Snap?
I totally agree with the brother. Yes, stop paying attention. Like I said, everybody's eyes is on us.
Facts. Yes, it is, people. It's definitely, they love to talk about our communities. They don't like to talk about theirs. All eyes on us. Or as Tupac once said, all eyes on me. All right, let's keep going.
We had an election, which you don't typically have with a king. Number 2, before that election, we had this thing with Republicans called a primary.
What's that?
And our candidate won it.
Novel.
And he wasn't even supposed to. And then kind of point number 3 is, I would argue that we don't have a king. The fact that the silly No Kings protest was allowed to happen everywhere in the country. Don't typically get to do that in a land of kings. You don't typically get to vote for your king and then protest him. I feel like this may be difficult to understand. We figured it out like a long time ago.
I'm your king. Well, I didn't vote for you. You don't vote for kings.
It's true.
I really don't know what the hell to say about any of
But
that.
there's a lot of fake news surrounding this, and I will say some fake news on the right. We do have to fact check this a little bit and give you the correct information. Please do check the references. But here's a montage of all the
Now, we do have to keep stopping the video, of course, to remain under fair use. How do you feel about having a king in America, Mr. Snap? How you feel about that one, bro? If you would like to enlighten the people on that.
Capitalism, to talking about kings, it's kind of clear and obvious that the 1% is trying to run it, But there's no way you can call a man a king if he don't know how to represent the empire. Everything that I see going on is a false narrative being ran. So we can't really get into this country talking about kings and queens until we understand who's in rulership and what's happening. So we got to keep it political. I don't want to get too involved in what I would say about the kings and queens because we can't. You know what I'm saying? The people are far gone, and the people that's in control, the elite, they're not trying to run that type of narrative. They're trying to control the public, and I don't want to say the rest because we know what they're trying to do. When we look around in our community, we don't see kings and queens. We see programming, propaganda is what I'm saying. So.
Bet. All right, let's keep going. Appreciate it.
Kings protesters fighting tyranny freely in the streets, sucking.
No doubt Democrats and anti-Trump Republicans are riding pretty high after yesterday's absolutely enormous No Kings rally.
I think what we saw yesterday was the rising up of the silent majority, and that term is always misused.
To me, kind of hard to say that 7 million people across thousands of rally sites were insignificant, small, or not representative of America.
The Democrats got a real jolt of energy on Saturday with the 7 million people across America in 2,600 localities showing up for the No Kings Day March.
There's about 2 million more people attended yesterday's demonstrations compared to the first No Kings Day in June.
So it's safe to say that people don't like the way that Trump is running America. Is that what I'm hearing? Is that what I'm taking from this No Kings rally?
Yeah. So I believe you're taking it in right, and at the same time, like I said about the capitalism, we got to look at the way that the country is ran politically. This is not a country that's looking to see one man or one empire rule, and the way that is being ruled right now, the man is ruling like a king. He's ruling like a mafia boss, a crime syndicate, allegedly, and people are not for it, bro.
Right. Okay. All right. Most definitely. Let's keep going.
Are the two biggest they are two of the biggest single-day demonstrations mounted against a sitting president in American history.
What did you take from what we saw yesterday across the United States?
7 million.
We don't accept kings in this country.
Now, what I will say is, though, 7 million is a very small amount of people opposed to 300 million people. But still, this, like you said, propaganda, because we know if 7 million people get involved, then that could slowly but surely creep up to 70 million people. You know, some people are never going to express how they feel about certain topics with the government and all of that. They're going to keep it to what they know, you know, do what the government tell you. You know, like in the black community, a lot of our people, they talk to do what the government tell you. That's that democratic, you know, stuff or whatever. But like I said, I'm not really into the political part of it, but I do understand that it can multiply very fast.
And it was a powerful, powerful moment. You yourself, you know how powerful marches are in demonstrating peacefully. And so yesterday I was filled up.
Not filled
What was his
up.
name? I'm sorry, I'm a
He
child.
was Kangs.
Oh. I thought that we don't want no gangs.
I believe that's Scrubs, but I don't know.
Oh.
Pretty much, in case you're still not fully grasping it, it was a leftist hissy fit.
A hissy fit. Nah, what the hell is going on, man? This is crazy, yo. Trilla, appreciate you subbing up to the channel. Appreciate it, man. That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, what in the hell is going on, people? See, that's the thing. Like, if black people start getting out here doing shit like that, man, we get ridiculed so bad, horribly. You know, this is strange to me, man. I don't see. That's why I say I don't even understand what's really taking place. Are they with it? Are they against it? Or are, you know, because I just don't get it. Maybe I'm confused. Maybe I need a little bit of help. Could you help me in this moment, Snap? Like, I don't know what the hell's going on. I'm really confused right now.
I'm sitting here going through the information, trying to figure it out. It looked like a circus to me. I'm trying to.
Bro, that shit looks scary out there, man. What are they out there doing, bro? I don't get it. Let's keep going, man. This is strange activity, man. See, we can't hold, when we hold rallies and shit, it just look different.
Also, just I don't know if you remember, they made a big deal out of the small, like the model noose for it was
couldn't hang a pygmy.
Yeah, they said like it was back
They
in
said they were
January
trying to
6th.
kill
Mike Pence.
They're going to execute him.
Well, a lot of guillotines. I don't know if you saw this there at the protest. So not nearly as peaceful as you would.
Kings get guillotines. Leftists show out threatening Trump. Okay, so that once again they're going to make this something about the Democrats. So in some locations, protesters carried signs reading "Kings get guillotines." All sources available in the description. And okay. No kings. Protester carries a sign that appears to show a guillotine. Well, I kind of thought that we had our alliance with the European Union. I'm gonna say allegedly. Maybe this is not directly from the United States. Didn't they say that foreign policy was ruining America? Wasn't that a topic of discussion? Am I incorrect in what I'm saying there?
Yeah, so what it appears to be is, they are upset with his administration. The rally was incited before the people because they are basically frustrated with the Trump administration, and people want to express their frustration. So, but like I said, it looks like a circus to me, because when we do things like this, we know how it goes. We end up, the crowd ends up being looked at as if we're there not to figure out issues.
Pepper
When I'm
spray.
seeing what I'm seeing, there was a lot of people out there that was there's nothing gotten done. There's nothing gotten done. I don't want to stop the video. Keep the video going. Let's see what's going on.
And descendants of the Caucasus Mountains, from what I'm seeing. It's a lot of people that might see they like make this racist thing, and I understand America's not truly racist, because you could be right beside a white guy and y'all can have dialogue and never have any, bouts. But it does seem that they're making it this left and right thing, but really
Right.
it's starting to look like a European, like a caucus
Yep.
thing.
Exactly. You got to call it out for what it is. Most people want to say that we don't know what's going on in politics. No, we just know what's going on and try to keep to our community. We try to play the politic thing and it doesn't work for us. That's just honestly speaking. That's just like the whole police brutality. Us dealing with our local officials. It doesn't work the way that we want it to work. You know what I'm saying, necessarily. So in this situation, we have to call it out for what we have to call it out for. You guys don't like the guy that's in position that's calling himself the president. He does act like he's a king or some type of mob boss, and we see it. We never seen a president like this in our government. Bush wasn't even as arrogant as Trump. And so I believe, you have arrogant men and arrogant men of certain colors that we know how certain arrogant men act. When a certain men look at another man, they can't mask that he thinks he's the boss. I think I'm the boss. How can I look at him as the boss? And we know how Trump looked at this before he even became president. This was the man that knew he could manage America, because he's been in those positions to be called the boss. So I think we have other men of the same nationality as him that's looking at it and the turning point, like this man think he's the king, and he's not. And it's looking like a war, and it is an inner war. We can build on that on another note, but it's definitely an inner war going on with this party.
Yeah, and like the left and the right thing, right? Like they're making this a Dems versus Republic thing, but it's starting to look like it's a like a union type deal, like a deunionization of the institutions, like
right. Factuals. You said it best.
Yeah, who's
You
getting the
said
money?
it best with saying it correct, brother.
Yeah, who's getting
That's
the
exactly
money?
what it looked like.
Because from my understanding, there's a lot of deals that Trump's cutting with other foreign entities, and the Americans are not happy with it. Now, I'd sit here and say I'm one of those Americans as well. I don't like to hear things where foreign policy is basically being placed on this pedestal, like it's the way, like this is the only way to get business done. Especially when you say you want to make America great again, you want to bring back all these jobs, you want to make us the hub for everything being manufactured and assembled, but on the back end you're doing business with the foreigners, if I'm not mistaken.
Jeez. Guillotines were used for the kings where they would behead them.
In France.
Yeah.
It was considered, actually, which is fun, it was considered the least cruel way to kill someone.
Right. Yeah.
It happened so quickly and so swiftly.
They got some
But the key thing is it still is killing.
Yeah.
So you saw a lot of that there at the No Kings, and they were allowed to do so freely. And of course, the media wants you to believe that this is huge. This is a grassroots movement, the likes of which we have never seen. And this clip actually about No Kings in Boston, a horrible city, went viral.
Look at this. Millions of people across the country marching as we speak against the policies of President
crazy,
Trump.
yo.
This is Boston. Look at that.
Holy hell. Hey, that look crazy out there, man. That look like the Million Man W March. That's the Million Man W March, man. They are very upset with this guy, man. I mean, and I see Stephen Callan is commenting. He says, that's right. That's their problem. Everything is biblical prophecy. Nothing you can do to save Babylon.
I like my guy's comment.
How you feel about that? You believe this is biblical?
I definitely do, my friend. Allegedly, I can't say a lot. That's why I said some of the things I'll say lead into other conversations, but that brother right there has laid that comment out, Babylon is going to come to what it is. This is the second stage of it. Everything's happening that happened in the first Babylon. Again, people open your eyes up and see what's going on. You just made something about the French. Once again, we were correct. This doesn't look like our problem.
Right. Okay. Most definitely.
Continue to follow these rallies throughout
Boston
the day
still touring?
here on MSNBC.
Wow, that concert looks great.
Wow.
And next thing, like, this is Chicago. Saturday. Even Elizabeth Warren shared this on her.
I think that they also made mention of the National Guard going into Portland. It's gonna start looking like that Michael Jackson music video. The was that the was that they don't care about us? Was that the video, I believe, where they just start like, invading all of our cities where people are, basically going against the orders of the administration, against the executive orders. It's going to start looking like that, because if they're going into these Dems, what makes you think that they won't go into the Republic cities eventually?
X, she shared the footage, said, Boston has been defying kings since we threw the tea into the harbor in 1773. Oh, really, Miss Warren? We threw the tea into the harbor? Really? We? Which one were you?
Leave it over. One more crate. All right, ready. Get away! Hey! Oh!
Damn.
I guess she was.
Stand corrected.
Yeah.
Appreciate you pulling up, Courtney.
That was going to be in Scrap Yard, but we took a risk.
Thank you.
So there is some fake news going on. And I want you guys to know this because I see a lot of people sharing this, including senators. There was a claim out there that image that you saw, the Boston image, was actually from 2017, right? The Boston Women's March. You're seeing a lot of people make this claim, and someone even manipulated kind of Grok into saying that the video came from 2017.
Yeah.
Wow.
But the truth is, there's aerial footage that does show this actually is from the 2025 No Kings protest, and that was confirmed by the BBC.
It was ironic.
Yeah, do you have that as collage? Yeah, was that the BBC?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Sorry, that's on a small monitor. So a lot of people say, well, why do you trust the BBC? I don't. I don't just trust the BBC, to be clear. But I also don't just trust right-wing influencers, many of whom said that we should include and continue to keep Coca-Cola on Snap, and that we should have unlimited H-1B. So there is fake news. It is pervasive on both sides. You shouldn't trust the BBC. But here is a side-by-side of the MSNBC clip and a clip from local news. And it's important to note that there are some temporary installations along permanent. And you can see that the temporary installations are highlighted in this side-by-side. It does seem like this was pretty big and from 2025.
Millions of people across the country.
Certainly, this is a massive event that's taking place here.
What are they showing the okay, they're just showing the tents. No Kings rally underway in Boston. So they're pinpointing like the what are those things called? Like the dang, I forgot the word. It's right there too. Basically like a landmark. Like you can verify based off of landmarks. So like even with trees, like when you're in a certain area based on the landmarks of the trees. I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
You can't treat him like any of the other niggas around here because he ain't like
no, that doesn't mean you should trust
around here. You got it? You can't treat him like any of the other niggas around here because he ain't like any of the other niggas around here. You got it?
Shout out to
So yeah, we're definitely seeing it right, brother. Jon Stewart on the Daily Show, he made a comment about the ralliers and the people in the crowd and said that they're all angry white folks.
Yeah.
He said they're all old age, upset white folks. Was his exact words, weren't mine at all. And that kind of makes sense why, we don't know what's going on. And when I say we, other ethnic groups in this country, immigrants or other ethnic groups, like I said, most of the time we don't know what's going on until somebody want to lean on us or there's a guilt party, and it's kind of messed up.
Right.
So we won't know what's going on. This is something that, and after hearing him say it, that older white men, once again, I said it earlier, most people get stuck in their ways, people in general. But you do have a type of man in this world that doesn't like to look at another man as a ruler. So for him to say this is most older white men in the crowd, these are people that are looking at Trump like, you don't know what you're doing, you're a president, you're unfit.
Right.
These are people that are stuck in their ways and, they don't want to see nothing new happen in America. I'm not saying that he's wrong or they're wrong, but that's actually what's happening.
So he's selling out his own people. Sounds familiar. I think that eventually they're either going to make their attempts again, and that's just me saying allegedly. That's me, speaking from my own perspective and my own opinion. Take it with a grain of salt, people. Don't take it as literal. Don't take it as literal, YouTube. Or they will make their attempts to overthrow the government. Try to get him through that. What's it called? Take him through the
Impeachment.
Yeah, impeachment or some type of treason. You know what I mean? Because they are saying that he's breaking laws or amendments or something like that I heard through the
Right.
grapevine. Like I said, I'm not completely set on saying that was factual, so I have to fact check myself. Excuse me. But on top of that, I do understand that they feel as if he's breaking the law. Basically, that's where we're kind of at with our executive branch right now. They're saying that a lot of things are being, a lot of laws and a lot of amendments and rights are being,
Right, he's overturning the government. You're saying it correct, brother.
Right.
They're saying that he's using his power and his position and the people around him to overthrow the government. Everything that we've seen in the last couple of years, he's actually put it in position to do what we have seen him do now. And it's to be the king, to be the man.
Most certainly. Let's keep going.
That's BBC or MSNBC, but again, the totality here. We also have another reverse angle from a drone shot, which seems to confirm it's real. So this is important because the truth is enough. You don't need to lie. And we've talked.
AI sucks, because that definitely. I'm not saying that was fake, but I'm not saying it's fake at all. I'm just saying AI sucks because that looks fake. It doesn't look real. But on top of that, I mean, I can also see, like, we're in stage production. Like, they're going to set up a rally the same. Every point's going to be the same, especially if they have the same production teams stepping in and getting these things done. Like, they're going to set it up the same every time. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, yeah. It depends, but from what you're saying it correct.
Like, you see the front. I can see front of house. I can see the stage. I can, get what I'm saying? Like,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You're explaining it correct.
yeah. You said the Republicans have the House and the Senate. The liberals can impeach Trump. Well, that's why I said I think that some attempts with him breaking.
I agree.
Go ahead, yo. Go.
No, I totally agree with that comment. Republicans do have. You said they said the Republicans have the House and the liberals can impeach Trump.
They can't. He's saying they can't impeach him.
Yeah, that's true. That's what we see going on. They definitely have the House, and the liberals are upset. Right, that's what's happening. Whoever said it, they know how to see. They looking at the political part of it in the correct manner. The liberals cannot do anything. They want to. They rather live in a manner where they play both sides, or they say that they're not playing both sides. We don't like what's going on, and there's nothing we can do about it because Trump has overturned the government. He has made so many changes and put many different elite powers in place. It's nothing that anybody can do. He literally took the federal court. He literally took other people to court and won. He's becoming a king. It's obvious.
Right. And so the fact that he's able to sorry y'all, my neck is jacked up. But the fact that he's able to conduct himself in this manner currently with the Republicans having the House and the Senate, I think that it's slowly but surely someone's going to be like they're going to find a way to sway the opinions of those House and Senate representatives, okay? The Congress. They're going to find a way to sway some of those people because they're not going to continue. They're not going to want to continue in this manner, okay? They already said that there are his sniping guys that are on the right side. They're going to be scared for their lives.
So,
what, you had something to say, bro?
No. You spoke on Charlie Kirk, rest in peace. You know, making that comment. You know that what you're saying is clear as day. It's happening. It's happening in real time.
Hey, shout out to Cutting Edge, man, with the yeah, man. We got the emojis in the chat, man. So if y'all want to get your own personalized emojis, man, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, become a member, most definitely, and then you'll have access to those emojis in the chat, man. Check it out. And then on top of that, like I said, man, check out the website L Boogie Reacts. We added like 4 new items on there as well. If you like to go and get you some merchandise, man, it's up and rolling. We got some stuff coming in soon. I'll be able to give some like examples and all of that to everyone. All right, let's keep going. Appreciate you, Cutting Edge, for doing that, man. Appreciate you dropping the emojis in the chat for me. That's dope.
So this is important because the truth is enough. You don't need to lie. And the example that I often point to is George Floyd. Comment below, how many of you believe that George Floyd robbed a pregnant woman at gunpoint? Yeah, that never happened. Now, what did happen was George Floyd committed armed robbery and held a woman at gunpoint, and her toddler was in the house, I believe 3 or 4 years old. That's bad enough. The problem is the truth can't travel anywhere if a lie travels faster, and you do see some bad actors on the right do that because they go, oh, I have to get more clicks than the next guy. Let me just say this is fake. It's a failure, right? This whole thing has been a failure. The No Kings protest. We'll get into the funding. It is AstroTurf. But going out there and simply lying and saying that this is an old image, well, that embarrasses all of us. It ends up being a mark on us being the side that should be relied upon for truth. And I know that me saying this, that this is going to piss some people off. I know people go, well, I'm not trying to do the bidding of the left. I'm trying to make sure that you are equipped with proper information.
Right.
And clickbait does not lead us down the path of actually having accurate media. As a matter of fact, it disincentivizes that. So if you want us to continue calling balls and strikes and doing the investigative journalism and change my mind and all those things, please do consider, hey, join Rumble Premium. You click that button right there. Mug Club is Rumble Premium. They're one and the same. You still get this wonderful hand.
Let's get the 1,900 subs, y'all. Let's go. We need 47 more subscribers. Let's keep going.
Mug, you get the whole thing ad free. You get 100. Okay, and then you have.
This dude ain't have to say the George Floyd whole part. That was unnecessary.
Oh, he.
I need money.
Russell Red with the $5. Let's see what we got from Russell Red. Let's see what the let's read that. Trump kept some promises with the deportation of illegals, but now he getting his money because this is his last term. He using U.S. laws to make money for him. Oh, yes, sir.
Yep. Foreign policy. He's letting all of the foreigners in to make that foreign money. And that's why I want our people to understand the foreign policy agenda. They are bringing foreigners in, Israel, China, Indians, everybody to make money on the back end.
Facts. Yep.
It's something we don't understand because we're not playing the game. We are working and not owning shit. Use my language.
Yep.
Sorry.
Nope, you good. You good. Yeah, most definitely. Like, at the end of the day, man, shout out to Monique here. Appreciate you, Courtney, for definitely tuning in as well. Yeah, make sure y'all member up to the channel, man. We got some cool emojis in the chat. We gonna keep it going. It's gonna get better and better. All right, but yeah, so like with the let's go back to the George Floyd thing, because this guy continues to mention George Floyd to get his comments off, to get his points across,
to get some attention from our community. That's how he keeps us locked in, by saying he talking about the clicks. He deflected real bad in that last sentence.
Word, exactly. Like it's okay to use it when it's relevant, but in that moment, I feel it was completely irrelevant because, first of all, George Floyd is no longer here. You can't keep using George Floyd to get your point across to our people. We already understand you don't like what took place with George Floyd. That's fine. But it was still a crime. That cop still put his knee on his neck, bro, for more than 10 seconds. Let's just say you are getting arrested. More than 10 seconds, it's overkill, okay? You don't, especially when you got back up there. He had officers standing in front of him, and that's what the guy that left a comment in my chat was talking about with the George Floyd as well. He was the same guy. He like chatted like 5 different times. I guess he just, wanted to be a part of the conversation, but George Floyd was wrongfully murdered, okay? I don't understand. And they said his family received justice, obviously. But George Floyd was wrongfully murdered, bro. I don't give a damn if he should have been locked up already, because that's the point this guy tried to make. No. Regardless, that man was wrongfully murdered, unalive, okay? That officer took that man's life, and it looked extremely racist. It looked racist, okay? It looked racist. All right? Miss Chicago in the building, Grand Rising. Peace and blessings to you too, sister.
You can't treat him like any of the other niggas around here because he ain't like any of the
It's
other
unfortunate that good people do bad things, but it happens. And that's what he has to realize. The cop was a good person. He lived a good life. He made a bad choice. That's something that our community been condemned on. So we come from another side of understanding what happened. They that privilege that's given to that other side, they don't see that way of living just because of that principle right there.
Certainly.
That goes a long way.
Yeah, because it's like I said, like the guy continues to say, hey, if he was in prison for all of the previous crimes he committed, then this cop would have never had the moment to put his knee on his neck. Well, what leads you to believe that cop hadn't done that to a previous guy? And I hear you giving that guy credit, not giving him credit. That's the wrong word. I get what you're saying. Like, hey, he's an upstanding citizen. He was a police officer, but that guy was a racist piece of shit. I'm sorry.
He was. He totally was. He totally was. So I'm saying it in the way where to kill the argument on that end that they're having, because good people do bad things. We know that because that's been something we've been criticized on. That's why most of the majority of black males are in jail, because you had a male that made a bad decision. Now, what's to say that man wasn't a good man before he went out to sell that dope or rob that person? He just he had to pay the bills or feed somebody. He came into some hard times. So we overstand being the good guy that mistakenly does something bad. So I'm just saying, even if he was a good guy, let it go. He made a bad decision, and now he needs to figure out the consequences, just like how we always have to do it. That's how the game go. So let it go, dude.
Appreciate you, Herb Key. Yeah, this is my guy, Snap Juice 100, Courtney. Yep, he's we talk about these types of topics all the time, and I've been telling him, like, yo, bro, come on, we can definitely have out a conversation about topics of social studies, basically. I call it social studies, but definitely wrapped around politics, wrapped around everyday life, and
intellectual property.
Yep, most definitely. All the experiences we've had in life, so. That's what we doing up here. Herb Key, appreciate you definitely subbing up to the channel. Yeah, as of lately, this is what I've been on, talking that talk about my mom liked to call it bills and BS. We was talking about that yesterday. She said you should do a bills and BS shirt. Bills and bullshit, for people that don't understand that. But yeah, let's keep going.
Through 7 million people. Okay, and then you have another fake news.
So millions turned out for anti-Trump, no kings protests across U.S. Thousands packed New York City's iconic Times Square and streets all around with people holding signs with slogans like democracy, not monarchy, and the Constitution is not optional.
I need money.
All right, we got Russell Red with another $5 super chat. Let me drop the horns again. This world is controlled by evil folks, and money is the power. Damn, hold on, y'all. This world is controlled by evil folks, and money and power is the influence of it all. Americans are going to suffer, whatever race you are. We're being sold. Yeah, most definitely. I do have to agree with that as well, right? Like, I've learned to understand that it's not a racist, it's not a race thing, right? Like, people from all walks of life have experienced tyranny, and just it's obviously it's almost like they say about the liberals, how Malcolm X spoke about the liberals, like, You know, they're like a fox in the hen house, right? Like a wolf in sheep's clothing. Okay, so their struggle might look a little different than my struggle, but their struggle is still, you know, it still resonates with people whenever you get to speak. And that's why I say you could have a conversation with a guy from another walk of life, from another race, and you all can, you know, y'all can kind of trauma bond almost. You know, everybody got trauma in their life. Everybody done been through some shit in life. So we all have these different experiences, especially when it come to people from middle class, upper class, and they want to protect their assets. They want to protect everything that's been going on in their communities. They don't want to see that change. They want those things to stay the same. But obviously, when other entities get involved and it no longer provides you with the greatest outlook on that situation, now you want to stand up in tyranny. Now you want to fight. You know what I mean? You got anything to say on that?
Now you said it best. I was gonna say it in layman's term for our people. Them liberals is like the middleman, you know. When one side is up and you can play a role into it, you up. But when it don't feed your purpose and the other side is you want to jump around. The middleman was always the kind of worst type of person to be to me.
Word. Most definitely. It's someone said, or Stephen Callan said, it sure isn't. It's about salvation and damnation. One thing for certain, from Herb Key says, two things for sure. As soon as this country became independent, that's when us as U.S. citizens started learning how to move and manipulate, just like BML or BLM. I'm assuming. I ain't mad at them people. For sure. Most definitely.
For sure.
Let's keep going.
News sort of rebuttal coming from, or they're saying on the right, actually it was only 650,000. We spent a lot of time researching this morning. I'm going to tell you, both numbers seem to be pulled out of Don Lemon's ass. Like both numbers.
Didn't take much effort either. So yeah.
Yeah. We have no idea is the truth. I guarantee you it wasn't 7 million.
Well, the organizers said it was 7 million. At least that's
something came out of Don Lemon.
That's what MSNBC, I believe, was the one citing the organizers say 7 million people. I was like, first off, who cares? People saw that there were large crowds of people out in cities across America made up of blue-haired old people or, you know, whatever you want to make of it. But freaks, if I'm a senator, before I put something out there, I'm like, well, does this matter?
You say whatever you want to make of it. No, older white men were there talking the talk with the signs.
Oh man, most definitely was. Somewhat Russell Red with another five. Hey Russell, I'm gonna leave you alone. Appreciate that, Russell. That's what's up, man. He said, one second, Snap. My bad.
Yep.
It says them poor uncolored folks are worried about race and being racist towards other races. This country is turning into rich or poor. No more middle class. Most definitely.
That's the king's conversation. That's why it's no kings. It's rich or poor. And this man is making all the foreign policy money. And he's trying to pull it like a king. He's trying to pull through like a king. So I overstand it. But once again, like this guy, when it comes down to this color thing, nobody ever wants to put a color on it when it looks wrong. You know what I'm saying? And even when it looks right or extraterrestrial, you understand? When it looks God, nobody want to put the color on it. We got to start giving the credits where it's due. You know, he ain't even want to claim it just now. You got to claim it, buddy.
Yep.
It's your guys.
Yep. You know, because they look at it and they say, not my people, not our people. We shouldn't be doing this. See, that's the thing. That's when it becomes racist, right? Because we can't be truthful about the things that we see with our own eyes, you know. You know, but let's keep going. That was interesting. So I'll scroll back about 10 seconds and then we'll hear what this guy said again. Because he looked
very interesting.
He's staring right in the camera too. He's letting you know, like, not my people.
Blue-eyed, right here, people.
Let's keep going, man.
So yeah.
He said we have no idea is the truth. I guarantee you it wasn't 7 million.
Well, the organizers said it was 7 million. At least that's what MSNBC, I believe, was the one citing the organizers say 7 million people. I was like, first off, who cares? People saw that there were large crowds of people out in cities across America made up of blue-haired old people or, you know, whatever you want to make of it. But freaks, if I'm a senator, before I put something out there, I'm like, well, does this matter? Okay, did they actually use this? What am I trying to say? But they used a 2017 shot that there were no people this year when they did something.
Hey, he definitely tried to steer around it. It's hilarious. That was hilarious. That was funny. Oh man, let's keep going.
That's exactly what I'm trying to infer, but that's not true. People saw people in the streets. Fine.
Yeah. This is for the voter, the quote unquote undecided voter. They think, if we say 7 million people are doing, that means it's a really cool, it's a really cool event.
Yeah.
It's an idea that everyone's getting behind. It's a really good idea.
Yeah.
Everyone is in agreement here. Aren't you in agreement? Aren't you cool? Aren't you one of us?
The left is the political wing of peer pressure. It
yeah,
really
absolutely.
Who is
That's what that is.
us
100%.
and they
It's like,
and everybody? Who does that consist of? Who is us, they, and everybody in America, though? Like, now, this is where when we start scratching our head, we look crazy. I'm just listening. It's coming out of. I'm not the one saying it. Don't kill the messenger.
There you go. They don't like what they see. Okay, let's just call it for what it is. Racism doesn't have to be in every conversation, but the fact that it's their own, they expect it different. Okay, they expected something different, and it just didn't go that way. Hold on, what was that? All right, let's keep going.
Many people are into this. Why aren't you? You must be one of the bad ones.
And that's why you see the hemorrhaging take place so fast with the left. When they lose the peer pressure, when young men start veering right, the left has nothing left to use. And so then young men almost all veer right. Because the left tries, hey, everyone is doing this. Look at the Green Day. Oh, you don't care about Green Day anymore. Look at MTV. Oh, you don't care about MTV anymore. Look at CNN, MSNBC. Oh, the average viewer is 72 years old. Look at Vox. Oh, you don't want to hear another lispy queer give you some fake history. There are still some people on the left, they don't have any other arguments. That's why they're governed by polls. It's why AOC and Bernie and Elizabeth Warren and Kamala Harris, they won't do interviews with anything other than an entirely friendly audience because their ideas don't stand up to scrutiny. Now, we know what it was not. What is No Kings? Well, it was organized, managed by Indivisible, right? That's an organization. To be clear.
Before, yeah.
It sounds pretty dividing.
That Indivisible is an organization received about $3 million at least from Soros's Open Societies Foundation. Some other sources for Indivisible, who, by the way, often claim to be nonpartisan, Democracy Forward, Democratic Socialists of America, Human Rights Campaign, which, funny enough.
Yes, sir. You said something? You said something, Snap?
No.
Okay, my bad.
They never actually advocate for serious, more slaves on earth than ever. No word on that. Planned Parenthood.
I heard they were in trouble. I heard they were in financial trouble. They got money to donate now?
Yeah.
I thought I was supposed to feel bad for them.
Exactly. Yeah.
I thought I was supposed to be throwing a fit because abortions are going away.
No, but they have money to get some people on the street, and they clock out at exactly 1 o'clock, just to be clear.
Is that what those dings were when you were circling those buildings? Were those temporary abortion sites in Boston?
They could be.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
No,
that's kind of cool, actually. That's very metal.
The DNC convention. So.
And by the way, you can check out, I do recommend Data Republican, who's been on this show. Data Republican has a thread on X.
All right, I think that's enough of that video, per se. Let's see here. So yeah, this No Kings, I don't really know. Hold on, let's go a little further.
No Kings! No Kings! Recently with Charlie Kirk.
That's definitely Caucasus Mountain folks out there. They definitely don't. But they keep saying this liberal and democratic part. Like, I'm assuming that there's some Republicans out there as well. People, they might not admit it. People definitely don't like to talk about who they voted for and which party they represent. They get very, very silent when you ask questions like that.
Assassinated. It's a piece of garbage. Of course we were mean. I am so tired of people saying, oh, but, it's a terrible thing. No, Hitler is dead. I'm glad Hitler's dead.
Okay, E. Jean Carroll.
Yeah, no kidding. People's needs. Okay.
Isn't that the former HHS secretary?
I don't see color.
That's good. Let's get rid of the liars.
Oh, look, it's one of the minions.
Called Republicans.
I thought it was Simple Jack.
I think they're lying about democracy.
He's gonna go steal the moon. Look at him.
For the democracy, and not only that, it's not that they're.
So this is what you would call your poor people, Russell Red. Is that what you were saying, or are these people just literally, supporters of the left?
Trying to get Gru to go back evil.
And therefore, they're stealing government facilities to promote their propaganda.
Low energy.
Not a lot of people. The butterflies like butterflies.
Low energy.
Oh, there's the energy.
Oh boy.
It's the Savannah Bananas.
You always see a guy dance like this guy in this yellow shirt with the Santa Maria on it. Or is that yeah, that is
the guy?
It's your Piers Morgan. Walsh.
Joe Walsh.
Yeah. He has a No Kings and he also has Silence is Violence up in his bedroom where he broadcasts.
He's happy, but he's just dancing like,
Oh, this guy.
It's your boy, Steven.
Oh, my guy from
the guy?
It's your
Piers
dog.
Morgan. Walsh.
Joe Walsh.
Yeah. He has a No Kings and he also has Silence is Violence up in his bedroom where he broadcasts because he's more Republican than the rest of you.
Can't they just say no deportations? Like, at least that would be an honest thing that they're protesting. We don't want to deport anybody. The No King thing is just so ridiculous to me.
Well,
Trump is not acting anything like a
it'll
king.
get even.
I'm protesting gay sex.
Yeah.
I'm pleased to let you know I still haven't had any.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah.
All right, well,
Good for you. You've
I'm
had
protesting for me, by the way, not for you.
No. Keep that run going. It's
Yeah.
good. And so you have.
Did you get your 3
that was
pin?
That was category A. And then outside of the San Francisco retreads, you had your typical leftist, we're not supposed to say, but freaks.
Freak!
Jeez.
Who are you gonna kill? Nazis. Who do you find as a Nazi?
Well.
Yeah, that's a crazy motherfucker right there. I'm sorry, I gotta say that's a crazy look. You got the antennas popping like a bumblebee, like looking crazy as hell out there. Talking about you want to take somebody out, man. You better stop that silly ass conversation. Somebody take your ass out for real. People love saying crazy shit like that until it's their time, and then they want to play victim. Like, I really don't understand that. I don't understand how people, think it's okay to talk about unaliving someone. Especially when it could be you.
Kill that.
It says guardians of the P files. Now that right there is something to wonder about. But obviously, they take how can I say it? Like, they're gonna protect those guys. You know what I mean? They're not gonna put those guys in prison, man. They think that they need them to run the government. Let's keep going.
Nice.
In this context, who's a Nazi? Stephen Miller's a Nazi. So you're gonna kill Stephen Miller?
Oh, wow.
Chance? Yeah, I
Had a chance.
We have a gun. We gotta turn around the guns on this fascist system. These ICE agents gotta get shot and kicked out.
That's a teacher, by the way.
Oh, she teach physical ed?
She's in that.
So is this what you was referring to as well about the ICE situation, Snap Juice? Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here, brother. Which part of it?
Like you had made mention about them basically being hired from a standpoint of, almost like some foreign entity type shit. Was I mistaken when I said that?
No. I just wanted to be clear on what part, because you have a position on where the United States government is making money off of the whole ICE campaign. And then you have a position of it where the people that are ICE, the ICE entity itself, is being set up in front of us. In years to come, ICE is going to be a corporation that is probably working directly with your local officials, which that's what they're doing. We see it creating itself now, but it's one of those things where if you want to be an ICE officer or represent them in any manner, you can go apply. And as long as you fit the good old boy narrative, they're going to hand you a badge.
Okay. I get what you're saying. Okay. Let's keep going.
Elementary teacher, I believe out of Chicago, something like that.
Gonna tear up the crown.
Oh, she's such a phony retard.
No Kings.
What
Well, it's John Cusack. He looks like the Invisible Man.
Upsetting headline for you when you see something in the news. Does it hit you
Someone
in your gut? Does it hit you in
agreed,
your
too.
heart?
It's all upsetting.
Why?
Seeing sort of a fascist authoritarian.
Isn't that a damn isn't that an actor right there? I believe that is. So someone said basically what the Klan does. And y'all definitely learned that the Klan was one of those like membership group type things, and once those people within that organization started turning on each other as well, like people, basically removed their support from that as well.
Right. And they became bigger groups. They divided and conquer. So the person that said what the Klan did, that's why I said when the FBI was created, what's the guy's name again?
Edgar Hoover, J. Edgar Hoover.
J. Edgar Hoover did the same thing. His mission was to defigure the black community. So that's what they do. At the time, we were the targets. Right now, our Spanish brothers and sisters are the target, and they're utilizing this wordplay to make us see it differently. When if you look in history, it's repeating itself with a whole new uh, orchestration of government.
Okay. I can understand that now. That does make sense too.
It's an old play with a new look.
Word. That makes a lot of sense now. That obviously people want to get down with something because they all have the same type of they're in agreement about something, right? And so they can now join forces and to make sure that they get that goal accomplished.
Yep, and make money at the same time. Come out with a new a form of government, and the world is there's a whole new world order going on. It all fits the narrative. You know what I'm saying? The elite make money on the back end. The people that they're going after, some of them is fake news, some of it's real. The part of
Okay. I think we lost him for a moment. Okay.
Nah, I'm here.
Okay.
We got to look at who's hurting in those situations. It's the drug cartels. It'd be different if the narrative was they set this whole ICE thing up and they were executing. We don't see nothing in the government executing right now. So that lets us know what is all of this distraction. Nothing that's supposed. Even the fruit is bad. Even the food is bad. So what's going on? This is all distraction. So if the play was to set up an ICE group to go in and disfigure the cartel and the illegal immigrants, that would be the play. The feds and the CIA and all that stuff that we've known in the past, they've always executed. Come in these last 5 years, don't seem like nothing's getting done. So that lets me know this is a play. And what's the play? Everybody get rich. You know what I'm saying? All of them are gonna get rich off of it.
Bro,
So
yeah, most definitely. And they all investing in the same type of stocks, same companies.
same everything.
Same everything. Most definitely. All right, shout out to the new subscribers. I believe Slick Tom. What's up, Phoenix Rising? Appreciate you pulling up. I couldn't see who else was in there. Salute to you, Backwood Trauma. He said like the Freemasons. Okay. Let's keep going.
And seeing that sort of cosplay that the right wing has been fooling around with for so long. Seeing it kind of devolve into the real thing.
Hey, he definitely looks inconspicuous as hell, though. Like, I mean, obviously they know who John Cusack is, but that's some inconspicuous, crazy shit right there. That guy just being on the scene like that. And he might be getting paid to do that shit too, yo. That's crazy, yo. Oh man, John.
When there's political events in anybody's area that's on here right now, in the near future, go straight to Craigslist and go to gigs. I've seen it myself because I am in that industry where Craigslist will post gigs to Raleigh events for fake news, and it is listed as fake news.
Yeah, that's crazy, yo. That's crazy. So hopefully y'all heard what he just said. I mean, I kind of had like a brain freeze. I keep hearing stuff around me. But yeah, that's crazy. Especially knowing people do shit like that. Says he thinks he's MIB Men in Black.
That's the same thing I was gonna say.
Yo, he look crazy as hell.
Anonymous
there,
as
yo.
hell.
Yeah, like you just up there like nobody's gonna recognize you at all. Now I wouldn't have recognized him for nothing, you know, but some other people obviously recognized the hell out of him and said, "Oh, is that John Cusack?"
I'm here, bring your ass here, boy.
Yeah, like you got, brother.
What is your opinion?
Yeah, like why are you out here, brother? Why are you come here, brother?
She did her job. She did her
Fact.
job.
She found his ass for real. Yeah, he got on the typical undercover gear: black shades, black hat, black jacket. He got his shit all covered up. Like, what in the hell, man? Typical undercover agent gear. Shout out to Lovey Timms, Lauren. Shout out to y'all. Pull it up, man. That's crazy right there. They caught his ass. He thought he was he thought he would remain anonymous. We almost done with this video. Let's
is predictable, but deeply saddening.
Even the way he was talking, like, damn, they got me.
Got me.
Yeah. Oh Lord, that was hilarious.
It's gonna be some shit this week.
I ain't gonna get booked for no more gigs because of this shit here, man. Damn. Trump gonna see me and say, "You're fired." Let's keep going.
Speaking of cosplay,
this is weird. This is some weird shit here. Yeah, this is weird. We the people. Old costume play with police officers from the 1920s in New York City. Donald Trump in stripes. Non-incognito.
That's Donald in a jail suit. That's him locked up, ain't it? That's, I guess them saying him breaking the Constitution. I think that's what that's representing.
Right. It has to be because, that's like, what are we talking about? Yeah, that's crazy. Let me see here.
You can't treat him like any of the other niggas around here because he ain't.
You know who play that backstabbing game the best, though? Is already the liberals and the Republicans and the Democrats. They the ones that play that game.
All right.
We don't come from that. You know what I'm saying? That was that wasn't inherited. That was something that came through the colonizing.
Yeah, that
the whipping of the back.
Facts.
Somebody paid for that to be printed.
That's true. ICE agents are bugs.
So that was Uncle Sam hitting ICE agents with a big mallet.
Yeah,
and they were bugs.
They gnats. They're supposed to be lice.
Oh, lice!
That's crazy, bro. What am I watching?
These people be running the circus,
and they probably put them up on this. We're gonna have fun out there. We're gonna make a difference in America with this one. This is going to change the way people look at Donald Trump. Like, no, it's not, lady. You look crazy. Anything that's meant to happen is already happening, is going to happen in this place of, where we live at now. So, yeah, that's right. Our clothes sewn like God.
Yo, your fans stand on truth, man. You hitting them. Tell them to start throwing them truths in the chat, man. Over here, throw them truths in the chat. They stand on truth with you, bro. I like that.
Put the truths in the chat, man. Drop the truths in the chat. Let's go. Yeah, we definitely truth tellers over here. Truth seekers, truth. Sorry, y'all. I got a little personal situation going on with my neck, man. That's why y'all see me like breaking my neck basically to talk. I gotta sit a certain way too, so I'm gonna have to move my microphone. Say I don't trust no party. Damn Skippy. I mean, to give your trust, give your power, give your vote to anyone who doesn't have your personal. There's nothing personal to gain out of being in politics, right? It has to be a thought provided by a multitude of people that all side on something in the same kind of you get what I'm saying? Like it all has to coagulate together. And it just never works like that. That's my opinion.
That's a fact.
Like lice?
You don't hit lice.
Like lice. Like ice is lice. Like ice is lice.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I wonder why it didn't change any votes.
That's the thing. Like it's not going to change anything because I think that 7 million people is a very small number to like 100, 200 million people voting. That's still a very small wager of people. Now it can blossom, it could spread, it could become viral. But I think that the rest of the people, when it comes to politics, they are afraid to say something, to speak out on topics like this. They're afraid to speak out on certain subjects like this. They'll remain anonymous, like Mr. John Cusack. Mr. John Cusack, like
was not supposed to see him.
Right, yeah, you're not supposed to. He was a the ones that they say like you just explained it, but what do they call him?
Undercover brother. That's undercover brother. He undercover supporter. You're not even supposed to know he did.
What the left was hiring when they had the Black Lives Matter rallies and stuff. What was they called? Fake protesters. It wasn't fake protesters.
Yeah, it wasn't fake protesters. I'm trying to think exactly what it's called because it is listed as something, and what is listed as, you would look right past it, but then when you go get the definition of it, is like, you're an actor.
Yeah.
A pawn.
Definitely an agent, definitely a plant, but it was also called a something one of those people that were basically getting paid to do it. That's what it was called. I'll find the name. I think it was like a paid protester or paid relief support, some shit like that.
Tax dollars right there.
Yeah.
Also, something that I find really funny.
So it's also safe to say that all 7 million of those people might be actors then as well, because they look kooky out there. Like that doesn't look like you can change anything in the manner that you're going about it, right? It doesn't look like those people can change anything.
My perspective on that, like nowadays, what the movies, the scene of acting is so big. Who is acting? Like I didn't get no memo about no Raleigh. I spoke to a couple of my friends, my Caucasian friends. They was like, "You not going to no Kings?" I'm like, "What? No Kings? Did you send me the memo? We ain't over here talking about this." So it's like, when these things do take place, like I said, you go to places like Craigslist and you see that gigs is added and things like this. You're right. And he just showed us who are pushing these agendas, the propaganda. You might have someone from the House of the Democrats. It might be a nonprofit organization they deal with, or a church that started it. So yes, these people be paid propositions because these are the people that are paid to set the show. You go to churches to go to see a play, is what I'm saying, in the neighborhood when you want to go see a play. So who would the news go to say, hey, we need this to go on? The news would pay the church. The church would then call in the community. The community would then, so you have your certain people in the community that play leader. Oh, I'm going to be secretary. I'm going to be president. Oh, okay, well, we need people that's going to go talk for everybody and send out the flyers. People don't think, man. And that's how the show is ran nowadays. Everybody know how the script is supposed to be set. Nobody look at none of that no more. You could be a paid player and not even know, is what I'm saying.
Right. Most definitely. Just like Phoenix just said too, though, like you do have paid protesters and then a bunch of followers that'll fall for the word salad. Like you have people that will, anything someone says, they have to go with it, right? Like that's what separates truth tellers, truth seekers, and then people that are, considered the sheeple, right? Because you could say something to me and I'm going to take it, I'm going to decipher, I'm going to get what I can take from it, but it isn't definitive. You know what I mean? Like I'm not going to hold it as definite in my mind as in my representation of who I am. Like, I'll never do that. I could never make that a part of me and say, hey, this is how it should be all the time. People think that just because people say it, that it's the way it should be all the time.
Right.
You know, like,
Right.
no, hell
Right.
no. I can't accept that, man. I can't accept the fact that you think that just because your people say it, that it's supposed to stand, you know? Hell no. Someone said, remember when Trump said he's going to clean out the White House to make things better, or better yet, great again? Yeah, exactly. You know, he has led people to believe that he was out for the caucus, for the European Union, you know, for his people, for their sake, you know, and flipped it on their ass. And so now they're upset. Once again, that's how I'm viewing it. That's how I'm judging it. It's my opinion. It's my, you know, I take my opinion with a grain of salt, people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't.
He out for the bando.
Right, you know, like he's just flipping it on his folks, you know, at the end of the day. Let's keep going. I don't want to play this guy's whole video. I don't want to get how can I say it? I don't even know how I want to say it. I think that I'm gonna end this from people. I think that I can come back a little later and talk about a different topic. I think we kind of sealed the deal on this one. Appreciate you, Snap Juice, for bringing this to the forefront alongside everyone that supported the account, the channel. Make sure you sub up to the channel if you haven't already. Please make sure to check out lboogiereacts.com for the merchandise. Hit the like button, share the channel, you know. Yeah, Steven Callan. He said this was awesome. Please return. Yeah, most definitely, Snap, man. We gotta have you back up here. It keeps the content rolling, you know, it keeps the conversation going. I truly appreciate it. All right, people.
Appreciate y'all.
Yep. You got any last words you would like to give to the people?
Stay woke, stay true.
Yes, sir. Oh yeah. That's what I'm talking about, man. Straight up. Hold on. Let's see.
Notice I didn't say, oh, wait. Oh, wait. I said woke.
Facts.
people messing that word up.
Hey, we
Stay
talk.
woke,
Yeah, facts. You know, we did talk about that one time too. Like, hey, man, look, we know that word hijack. That the word woke was hijacked, man. You know, it's unfortunate. But we know how to use that word when it needs to be used. It's not about being racist or whatever over here, because I'm not, people. I'm completely far from a hate person, a racist. You'll never get that, you know, especially if you knew me personally, you know. Hug your loved ones. Let them know how much you love them. Tomorrow's never promised. And yeah, until then, we up out of here, man. Salute to y'all. Let me go ahead and do my my soon. We up out of here, man. Peace.